And with your eyes closed or open, okay, you can kind of keep your focus down. If you want to look around, you're more than welcome to, but you're just going to, in your mind's eye, name 5 things that you see. Okay. So if your eyes are closed, maybe it's 5 things you remembered in the space. Okay, if your eyes are open, you can look around and, name things that you see, any objects, maybe it's colors. Maybe it's a pet or a person next to you. Just acknowledging and looking around your space and just name 5 things. And after you've said the 5 things in your mind, you can begin to shift your focus down towards your mat. Or again, you can begin to close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. And in your mind's eye, 4 things that you feel. It can be texture, clothes you're wearing, your mat, temperature. And after you've named those 4 things, we'll move to 3 and just recognizing the 3 things that you hear. And moving to smell, naming 2 things that you smell. Just being aware of your sense of smell. And maybe again, it's like texture. Okay, and then last thing, just 1 thing that you taste. Okay. So just begin to deepen your breath. Begin to blink your eyes open just gently and really slowly, maybe seeing the floor in front of you. Okay, you're going to take your hands, you're just going to clap them together and rub them nice and fast here. Good, just creating a little friction. Good, okay, and then you can start to take that little friction here and you're going to start just to pat yourself on your upper body, pat yourself on the back, the chest. Okay, then you can move down to your torso, your lower back, into your hips, your legs. Yeah, you can even just pat your legs down, your feet. Good. You can let that resonate when you're ready, when you've had enough. Feels so good on the chest. Don't forget about the top of your head. Maybe it's a little more gentle. Good in your face. Okay, good, everyone. Okay, nice big deep inhale in. Big exhale out. We're reaching your arms up over your head. Good. Reaching all 10 fingers up towards the sky. Slide your shoulders up by your ears. And gently and slowly, take like 3 counts to lower your shoulders back down. Good. And then reach those shoulders back up towards the sky, up towards your ears. And then again, really slowly, like just like 3 or 4 counts, just to lower your shoulders back down and creating a little more space. Good. One more time, shoulders up by your ears. Good. And gently, slowly, like 3 counts, 4 counts to lower your shoulders back down. Good. Arms out to the side. We'll do a little side bend here. Reaching up and over, left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale in, exhale, switching sides, right hand down, left arm up and over. Oh, this feels so good. Inhaling, rising up, cactus arms. Okay, let's just do a few cactuses here. Okay, so arms up over your head. Of course, I did not plan this cactus with my cactus shirt. It just worked out that way. Okay, one more. And then in your cactus arms, we're just going to twist a little bit from side to side, keeping your chest nice and open, right? So try not to fold your arms in. Keep your cactus arms nice and wide. You may not be able to go as deep in your twist, but that's okay. Okay, and then, 1 or 2 more times. And just notice when you come back to the center, which legs in front. Okay, we're going to fold forward here. Okay. So check out the cross of your legs. Drop your head, make it nice and heavy. Okay, good. And then gently rise back up, and then we'll switch the cross of our legs. Good. And same thing, arms reach up over your head, shoulders up by your ears, and then drop your shoulders down fast. Okay, good. Yep. Arms back up, reaching up, shoulders up by your ears, and then drop your shoulders down quickly. Good. One more time. We're reaching up and shrugging. Good. Arms reach out wide, side bending again. And again, it doesn't matter which way you're side bending. We're going to do both, both sides. So don't worry. Okay. Good. Inhale in, exhale, release, other side. Good. Nice big deep inhale in, exhale, release. Okay, this time we're going to just twist. Okay, so right hand can come across to the left knee. Good. So really using your arms, a little bit of resistance to find a little bit more space through the spine. Good. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing, and then twisting to the other side. Left hand can come across to the right knee, right hand back behind you. And then finding a little bit of resistance to find a little more space. Nice big deep inhale in, exhaling, releasing, and then just for fun, we'll do a few more cactuses here, okay? And you can even make your cactus into like a little W, kind of squeezing your elbows in. Okay, and then on your last one, you'll gently just fold forward over your legs. So we're folding over the other hip. Okay, great. And then slowly just begin to rise back up. Okay. And then we're just going to come to that little check mark position. Okay. So let's go and extend the right leg just gently out to the right. Okay. And then left sole of the foot be the inside of the right inner thigh. Okay, arms out to the side. We'll do the same thing. We're just going to side bend directly from the hips. Okay, so let's side bend towards the bent knee first. Okay, so left hand in line with your left hip. Okay, and then right arm just reaches up and over. Arm can stay straight, or you can bend that lower elbow down if that feels good. And you know what? If your hip, lifts a little bit, I'm okay with that. If that feels good for you, that's awesome. Okay. If your hip needs to lift, that right hip, that's fine. Okay. I actually feel a deeper stretch when I ground my right hip down, but it could be opposite for you today, and that's fine. Okay. So just listen to your body, check in. Okay. Right. It's not about your shape looking like my shape. Okay. It's just on pure sensation. Okay. So go off of how it's supposed to feel. That side stretch. Okay. Feeling a nice little release. Okay. Inhale in. Exhale, come on up, and then we'll just side bend again. Right hand in line with your right hip, left arm up and over. Okay. Again, bottom arm can stay straight, or you can lower down. I do have like blocks handy. If you want to use a block under your elbow, you can do that too. Okay, so lots of options. Right, and then just notice what your hips are wanting to do. Okay, not forcing them to do anything. Okay, we're gonna rise back up. Okay, and then we're gonna fold forward in between the knees. Okay, so again, if you want to use a block under your forearms, okay, you can do that. Lowering onto your forearms, you can reach your arms out. Okay, again, just kind of check in. Okay. My hamstrings are really tight today, so I'm really feeling this behind the back of the right leg. Okay. Okay, good. Slowly rising back up. Okay. Right arm's going to reach up towards the sky. I'm just going to give yourself a little pat on the back here. Okay, left hand is just going to guide your right elbow just to give you a little extra stretch. Okay, and then just notice if like you're wanting to pull like your arm out of the socket or anything, try to stay nice and square here, plugging the right shoulder down into your back. Okay, good. And then if it feels okay, maybe you lean a little bit over to the left. So you'll lean a little bit towards the bent knee. Yeah. It'll be small, okay. Let's rise on up and go ahead and release your arms. You're going to give yourself a hug. Right arm's going to be on the bottom. So right arm under, left arm over. Staying here or coming into eagle arms. Okay. All I'm going to do, this is just me practicing without my arms, but you can use your arms if you need to. I'm just going to fold my right leg in so I come back to a seated Sukhasana, seated pose. Okay. I'm going to round my spine, drop my elbows in towards my chest, and I'm going to drop my chest, or excuse me, I'm going to drop my head and make it heavy. So I'm just rounding over, not too far. So I'm not folding forward over my legs. I'm really just rounding my upper back. Okay, so getting in between the shoulder blades. Awesome. Inhale in. Exhale, slowly rise back up. Release your arms. Okay, shake it out. And then we'll go to the other side. Okay, so left leg out to the left, right foot inside the inner thigh here. Good. Arms reach out nice and wide. Okay, and then we'll side bend towards the bend knee first. Okay, so right hand in line with your hip, left arm reaches up and over. Good. Okay, and this is like our second round of side bends, so you might be able to go a little bit deeper. Good. You can play with letting the left hip lift a little bit and then grounding it down, see if it changes anything. Good. Inhale in, exhale, release. Left hand in line with your left hip, and then stretching your right arm up and over. Nice side bend. Inhale in, Exhale, release, and then we'll fold in between the knees, okay? So a little half wide leg straddle, right? Good. Yeah. Already take note of how this side feels different. Maybe it feels the same. All right, so just checking in with this left side, the second side. Okay, great. Slowly rise back up, nice and slow. Okay. Left arm is going to reach up towards the sky, giving yourself a pat on the back. Okay, we'll come into the tricep stretch. Right hand come up on the elbow again, just to kind of guide it to point up towards the sky, plugging the left shoulder down into your back. And staying really strong and solid here in the stretch. Okay. And then we'll mindfully lean a little bit towards the right, so away from the straight leg. The abs really got to kick in on the side to keep me upright. Good. Just breathe. Inhale in, exhale, rise on up and release. And then left arm will be on the bottom. Right arm on top, giving yourself a hug here or coming into eagle arms. Okay. Now we'll take the straight leg, we'll fold it in, coming back into Sukhasana, into seated. Good. From here, elbows into your chest, dropping your head, rounding your upper back. Finding this nice big release through the upper back. Yeah, once you really let your head go, you'll feel that nice stretch in between the shoulder blades, but it's hard to let your head really go. Okay, so follow your breath. Okay, so gently rise back. We'll release the arms. Okay, shake them out again. Couple shoulder shrugs. Oh, that's a great idea, Paul. Okay, I'm going to steal that. Okay, yeah, let's roll the shoulders back just a few times. Okay, good. And then bring your hands onto your shoulders and let your elbows draw back. And we'll draw circles with our elbows just backwards, like 3 or 4 times. Okay. And then we'll extend that and we'll reach our arms forward. And then we'll swim our arms back behind us and then back forward again. Okay, so that feels really good. Okay, and then let's reverse that. Okay, so we'll start with the arms straight. So we're going to circle the arms back behind us and forward about 3 times. Nice giant circles. 2 and 3. Okay, hands will join your shoulders. Let your elbows make the circles as we draw them forward. Starting back and forward. And then we'll release the hands and we'll just let the shoulders roll forward about 3 times. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, good. And then we'll do little snow angels here. So arms will just reach directly out, palms out. Okay, arms just reach over your head. Maybe your thumbs touch, they don't have to. And then you're just going to snow angel your arms back down. And then we'll just do that just a few more times. Okay. Beautiful, really nice. Okay, great. Okay, I know not the most conventional thing to do, but we're just going to make our way onto our stomach. Okay, so we're just going to roll on over, make our way into Fink's pose. Okay, and let your legs be, distance apart or wider. Okay, so you kind of let your low back and your legs relax here. And then elbows and forearms down. You can press your hands into the mat or you can interlace your hands, whatever feels good. Okay, then press down to rise up to lift up. Okay, good. And then just notice like how your chest feels, how your shoulders feel. Okay, maybe more spacious than normal. Okay. Just breathe here in your Finks. Okay, good. Take a nice big deep inhale in. Exhaling, we're going to lower down nice and slow. Okay, hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under. We're going to press up into tabletop from here. Okay, so finding our strength right away. Okay, so press up and then make adjustments as you need to come into your table. Okay, we'll do a nice gentle round of cat and cow, just at your own pace. Coming into your neutral tabletop. Right, keeping your palm to face down, we're going to reach the right arm up over our head, so just straight up off the mat, straight forward. Okay, and then you're going to lower the right hand down, and then we're going to switch. Left arm's going to reach forward, palm faces down, and then lower back down, and then just going back and forth between right arm extending and left arm extending, going nice and slow. Okay. Yeah, and notice how you have to shift a little bit of weight into your legs to stay stable. Okay. Notice if you want to like curve your back, try to keep it nice and strong and solid, belly button into your spine. Okay, let's just do about 2 more. Good. Last one. Awesome. Okay, good. Lowering down. Okay, from here, we're going to, this is a little new for us. Okay, so we're going to lower down onto our left forearm. Okay, so I'm on my left forearm, so like in my little table. Okay, and similar to what we did earlier. Okay, my right arm is going to reach forward. I'm going to bend through my right elbow, and I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back, and my forehead's just going to lower down onto my left hand. Okay, if that feels, this is like a huge stretch for me. Okay, so you're welcome to stay here, or if you want your left hand under your shoulder instead, you can also do that. It's just a little bit more intense. I like my head under my hand. My head under my hand. My hand right under my head. There we go. Good. And then just breathe here, getting that again back of the tricep, under the armpit, shoulder stretch here. Okay, inhale in. Exhale, release that right arm. Okay, right hand grounds, coming back through tabletop, and then we'll go to the other side. Okay, so pretty much it's like just doing child's pose with the hands at the base of our neck, but it's a little bit more intense. Okay, so just be mindful. Okay, right forearm down. Okay, this is just for me to have my little pillow. My left arm reaches forward. Okay, and I'm going to bend my left elbow to pat my hand on my back. My elbow points up to the top of the mat. And then breathing into the tricep, the back of the arm. You can lean your hips a little bit back. It may not touch your heels, but you can think about just moving in that direction. And again, hand can stay under your head, or you can always bring that right hand under your shoulder if that feels better. Okay. Okay. Release your left arm, round that left hand back under your shoulder to come back through tabletop. Okay. Another gentle round of cat and cow. Okay, and then again, we're not the most traditional way. I'm just going to walk my knees back. I'm going to walk my hands forward, and I'm just going to lower down, coming into my Finks pose. Okay, so you can just lower into Finks however you like. I'm doing the worm today. Okay. Okay, so here we are back again in Finks. Oh, this feels so good today. Okay. Okay, so moving on again. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the best way to show you all this. I think I'll do my right arm first. Okay, so lower down, right arm's going to reach out to the right. Okay, left hand under the shoulder. So we're going to come into the chest stretch. Okay, so we're going to roll over onto our right side. And when we roll over onto our right side, you're going to bend your knees so they come into a nice little like 90-degree bend here. Okay, and you want to rest your your right ear on the mat. Okay. Okay, you're welcome to stay here. Okay. Earlier when I did this stretch, I actually liked my arm being in cactus arm, my right arm. So you're welcome to bring your right arm into cactus if that feels like a better stretch for you than straight arm. Okay. Yeah, and you can kind of play if you need to lift up, check it out, and just breathe. And again, remembering the knees are stacked, so a little bit different stretch than when we reach that left leg back. Good. Letting us really open up the chest, front of the shoulder. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can reach that left arm up towards the sky or even gently back behind you. Yogi's choice. Okay, good. Bringing that left hand back under your shoulder. We're going to unwind. Come back to the center and then go to the other side. Okay, I'm just going to make some room for myself here. So again, left arm out to the left, or you can be in cactus arm on that left arm. Okay, we'll roll over to the left side. And then again, knees will come on up into like a little 90-degree bend. And then feeling this nice big stretch through the chest on the left side. Okay. And remember, a little bit goes a long way in this stretch. You can also, if this is too much on the ground, you can do the same thing standing against the wall. Okay, it's a little bit less body weight, a little more gentle on the joints. So you're always welcome to do the stretch standing. Okay, just breathe. I actually didn't even realize my chest needed so much stretching. So thank you for the request of doing shoulders today, because this is a really nice reminder. Right. And then if you'd like, right arm can reach up towards the sky to intensify the stretch, or a right hand can reach behind you. And again, that's yogi's choice. Okay, good. Right hand lowers back down and then gently unwinding that, coming back through face pose. Okay. Okay, great. Take a nice big deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Okay. Right leg, right knee is going to come to the outside of the right side of your mat. Okay, so a little half froggy here. Okay. We're going to thread the needle just a little bit. So left arm under the right. Okay, so this helps you roll over onto your left side now. Okay, keep your right knee down for now. This left hand can come up as a little pillow. Okay, so you can rest down onto your, your arm, or you can have your hand under your head. And then we're just going to take the straight leg, which is the left leg, and bend it. And then with your right hand, just going to grab your foot. Okay, and then we're coming to a little quad stretch. Okay, getting into the front of the hip, getting into that little hip flexor also. Okay, and then of course, if you guys want to go a little bit deeper, you're welcome to start to add a little bit more of the twist. So you can start to let your right knee lift up off the mat. You can roll back a little bit. You can rest your head down onto the mat, and then it's a little added twist with a quad stretch. Okay, so again, yogi's choice. Okay, whatever feels better for you. If you want to twist, if you want to be on your side, okay, yeah, you can rock back and forth. That's fine as well. I'm going to add the twist here. Good, just breathing. Awesome. Slowly release your hand and your foot. Okay, we'll roll back over onto our stomach again. Okay, straightening the legs out, and then we'll move to the other side. Okay, so I like kind of doing this from Fink. You're welcome to rest your head down. Okay, but I'm just gonna bring my left leg out to the left, a little half frog leg. Okay, threading the needle, right arm under the left just to help you roll over onto the right side a little bit here. Making a pillow with that right hand or right arm, and then bending the right leg, grabbing your foot with your left hand. Good. Just coming into the quad stretch. And again, knee can stay down, or you can start to roll a little bit towards your back, just a pinch. Okay, where your knee lifts. You're in this nice twisty pretzel. Good. Release your head and neck down onto the mat. Good. Again, this is all about really focusing on the front of the leg, front of the quads, right? But also like the front of the hip as well too, and the hip flexor. Okay, good. Gently release your foot, your hand, gently making your way back onto your stomach again, making our way to a little last Sphinx pose here. Okay, so we'll come on up into our Sphinx. Breathing deeply. Okay, good. And then we're just going to lower down. Again, hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under. We'll make our way back into tabletop. Okay, so just again, kind of think about pulling your strength together to kind of press up as a whole into your low plank, into tabletop. Okay, toes tuck under. And let's make our way into downward facing dog from here. Okay. So I really didn't have like too many downward dogs planned, but I want to make sure the shoulders that we did that, we kind of get into a down dog. So we feel like our arms and our chest and our shoulders nice and open. And then we can play here in our downward dog. So we can pedal out our feet and go really slow here. Okay. So sometimes we kind of move through like walking our dog actually really quickly. So let's walk our dog like we're going to practice this week, right? We're going to practice walking really mindfully and then switch sides, then the left, straighten the right. Okay, so move mindfully here, right? Really notice like how do your ankles feel? How do your calves behind your knee, your hamstring, your hips? Okay, so gently just pedaling back and forth again at your own pace. And then once you're nice and even with the pedaling, okay, see if you can relax both heels down. Maybe legs are straight, maybe they're bent. Okay, just coming into just a little bit of a stillness in your downward dog. Okay. Coming into pigeon pose, right knee towards your right wrist. Okay. Bumping and walking that left leg back, so find some length. Okay. And then gently just lowering down onto your forearms. Okay, I know this is like pretty intense. We didn't do like a ton of hip openers. Okay, so this one's like the first big one. Okay, so if you need to stay upright, that's fine. Okay. Let your body take its time to relax into the stretch. Okay. And just breathe. Use any props you'd like to use, blocks, pillows. Okay, and notice how you are breathing. What's the quality of your breath like? What is the temperature of your breath? Do you need to take some cooling breath and exhale out through your mouth a few times? What can you let go of? What can you do more? Okay, really nice, everyone. Okay, let's take our time. We'll slowly start to walk our hands in, lifting up through our chest, our heart. Just pause here for a moment. Okay, good. Now we're going to come back into our second downward dog. Okay, so just take your time, however you want to get there. I'm going to kind of creepy crawl out of it. Actually, I'm going to come back in through tabletop. Okay, and then I'll make my way back into downward facing dog. Okay. If you still feel like you want to pedal and tread through your feet, again, really slowly, go for it. If you want to join me in finding stillness, okay, I'm just going to lengthen my legs, think about my hip bones going up towards the sky, and then my bottom ribs really sucking in towards one another. Okay, so I'm staying really strong in my core, lifting my kneecaps up so my quads are lifting, even if my knees are bent. Taking 3 more deep breaths here in downward dog. Left side, pigeon pose, left knee towards your left wrist. Gently bumping that right leg back. Lengthening out. Ooh, okay. And then this left side has a mind of its own today. Okay. Take your time. Again, lowering down or not. Okay. Or staying upright. We just go nice and slow. Again, take your time. Let this left side have its own experience. Okay. Good. Again, on this side, what can you do more? What can you do less of? How is your breathing? Few final deep breaths here. Slowly start to walk your hands in, lifting your chest up. Pause for a moment. We're going to make our way into our last and final downward dog, okay? Number 3, third downward dog. And again, take your time, however you want to get there. And again, yogi's choice if you want to pedal your feet out, if you want to find stillness. Okay, I'm going to have a little fun, little extra stretch here, okay? So my legs are, somewhat straight, maybe a slight bend in the knees. I'm going to lift my heels up and swivel them a little bit over to the right, and then I'm going to lower my heels down and just breathe. I'm going to reset, lifting the heels back up, and I'm going to swivel them over to the left, dropping the heels down, lifting the hips up nice and high, pausing for a moment. And then lifting the heels back up and then centering back out and just coming into a neutral downward dog. Okay, good. 2 more deep breaths here, okay? Inhaling in. Let's exhale out through the mouth. And this next one, let's take a lion's breath, okay? Inhale in. Stick your tongue out. Nice big exhale out. Good. Gently lowering down onto your knees. Good. And we're just going to swing the legs around. So go and sit back. We'll swing them out in front of us. Okay. Last, just a couple more things. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take the right leg. Okay. And we're going to bend it in pretty deep here. Okay. So as deep as you can, still feeling like you can sit, on that, right sit bone. Actually, mine's lifted just a little bit. Okay. And that's fine. Left arm is going to reach back behind you. Right arm reaches up over your head, and then you're going to bring your right elbow towards your right knee, and we're going to twist open towards the straight leg. Okay. And again, if you need to use any blocks here, if you want to block under your left hand, that's fine. And then actively flex through this left foot, this left ankle. So your knees pointing up towards the sky, leg is nice and straight, and then just twisting it open here. Inhale in, exhale, look forward and release. We'll take the right leg, cross it over the left. Okay. Right hand reaches right back behind your hips. Left arm reaches up and over your head. And then we're going to wrap the left arm around the right knee for a nice little snug twist. Okay. Hugging your knee into your chest into your knee. Right hand grounds down to help lift you up a little bit higher. And then again, flexing through the straight leg. Breathe here. Inhale in, exhale, release. Okay. Walk the right foot just a pinch over to the left so you can rest your right knee down. Okay, for a little half shoelace pose here for another little hip and hamstring opener. Okay, sitting up nice and tall here. Or you can walk your hands forward, dropping your head down towards your knee. Good. Okay, and then just breathing. Okay, great. Rising on up, okay. A little, again, maybe not the most conventional transition, okay, but we're going to walk our hands back a little bit, okay. Fingertips can face your glutes or fan out. You're going to bring your right ankle over your left knee, and you're going to bend the left leg, and then here we are in seated figure 4, okay. And you can use your hands to, again, to roll the shoulders, lift the chest and the heart, and then you can also use your hands to kind of help lift your hips a little bit closer to the left heel, maybe. Okay, doesn't have to go all the way in. And then We can rock a little from side to side if that feels okay on your knee. On this side, it's a little testy on my right knee, so I might move just a little smaller. Go, or you, again, you can find stillness, whatever feels good here. Good, just breathe. Okay, beautiful. Okay, great. Oh my gosh, my hips are still so tight even after pigeon pose. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk my left foot forward. I'm gonna unwind my legs, give them a nice little shake out. Good. And then we'll go to the second side. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, bending the left knee and hugging that left foot in nice and close. Okay, right hand reaches back behind you, left arm reaches up over your head, elbow towards your knee to twist open. Okay, so twisting towards the straight leg, and then flex through the right toes, sit up nice and tall. And again, if you need to use a block under your hand, that's great. Sorry. Just breathe. Good. Inhale in, exhale, release. Okay. Left leg, left foot crosses over your right. Okay. Left hand reaches back behind you. Right arm reaches up over your head, and then we're gonna wrap our arm around, putting our knee into our chest into our knee. And again, use that left hand to press down to help lift you up, to twist you a little more. And then again, really activate this right foot, the right leg, so toes are pointing up towards the sky. Good. And just breathe. Twisting. Inhale in, exhale, release. Right foot, or excuse me, left foot walks over to the right. Okay, so your knee lowers down. I'll get it right one day, but it's not looking hopeful between my right and my left side. And then folding forward or staying upright. Okay. Got a little double glute stretch and hamstring stretch. But again, after doing pigeon, the hip may feel pretty open. They mainly feel this in the right leg, the hamstring and the calf. Rising on up, and then we'll walk our hands back to catch ourselves in figure 4 glute stretch. So left ankle just stacks on top of the right knee, and then you'll be able to bend the right knee and roll the shoulders, lift the chest and the heart, and you can bump your hips towards the right foot. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you shift just a little bit from side to side. And again, you're not rushing through it. You want to, move slow so that you feel the different angles of the stretch. Or again, if you're finding stillness, breathing. Focusing on the posture, what you can do more of or less of. How can you let go? Inhale in. Exhale, we'll slowly begin to release. Okay. Shaking the legs out. And then let's just come into a nice big forward fold. Okay, legs can be together or slightly separated. Okay, arms reach up over your head. And exhaling, slowly start to fold forward over your hamstrings. And I'm just going to use my block for this. I'm just going to reach my block like it's my strap. I'm going to reach it over my feet. Okay, and then I'm going to take my block and place it under the balls of my feet, so my feet are like really flexed into the block. Again, this is not necessary. I'm just using it today. You can use a strap if that works better for you as well. Okay, and I'll just kind of hang out here in this forward fold. Okay, last Last big stretch here. You could even do this up against the wall with your feet pressing in the wall. Okay, if you're working on, that flexibility still. Okay, this really helps fan out the pinky toe, so they kind of really face the correct way. Let's stay for 3 more deep breaths, nice and slow breaths. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Last one. And slowly just begin to release, rolling back up, rising back up. Okay, and then we're gonna make our way into Savasana, okay? And we're not gonna be here super long, okay? I'm actually gonna set my timer. We're just gonna do a 3-minute Savasana, okay? So I know I've gone over just a little bit, but if you can stay for 3 minutes, I hope you can, okay? Get situated. If for some reason, you're just feeling too hot to lay down, you can also sit up in seated meditation as well. Okay, so again, just choose what feels best for your body. Okay, and whatever you're choosing, choose to let your body feel restful. Allow yourself to observe, like, what's changed, what stayed the same, how does your body feel, how does your mind feel. Were you able to practice, one part today? Really being in that awareness, in that present moment. Being able to sense your body, being able to sense sensation. Were you able to practice with that mindfulness approach? And maybe it was just one pose, and that's okay. That's amazing. Just kind of reflect back for just a moment. And these final few moments together, just let your breath go, let everything go. So slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. letting the chimes awake you. And when you're ready, circling your wrists and your ankles. Stretching your arms up over your head, gathering your big toes together to touch. Let your ribs and your back arch. And then gathering your knees into your chest. And rock a little bit from side to side, just massaging your low back. And again, knees can be together or apart here. And rolling over onto one side, pause for a moment. And then using your arms and your legs to help you come up to a seated position. Roll the shoulders back, bringing your hands together at your heart center. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. And go mindfully this week, everyone. So just begin to smile in honor of your practice. Namaste.